Today in the studio, I have a very important young lady. Important because she seems to be a young lady with a lot of sense. Um, whereas I find a lot of young people these days don't really know what world they're in. I know it's a funny thing to say. So, my young lady is called Ayora, and she was brought up on a small island
Yeah.
in the Mediterranean,
Hmm?
and that island was
Sorry?
the island was
Menorca.
Menorca. So, what was it like growing up on an island?
I believe growing up in such a little island as Menorca is let me think how to say this in English.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
I don't know how to say it. I improvise.
Yeah. Do you feel as though you were isolated from the world?
No.
No.
When I was a child, I didn't feel that at all because you have everything you need. And you don't know anything else. Like, the first time I went to a city,
Yes.
it was like weird for me. Like,
Okay.
all the cars. It's not that an Iceland has nothing. It also has cars and everything, but it's very different. It's much. It's more quiet and it's more. You have a lot of peace there.
Yeah.
It has pros and cons, obviously.
Yes.
When I was a teenager, it was difficult. It was different from when I was a child because you start knowing some other places and wanted to know more
Yeah.
world
Yeah.
and more people,
Yeah.
and it gets a little bit
Frustrated.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah. When I first came to Catalonia, which was 25 years ago now,
Mhm.
there was little or no internet.
yeah
And when I used to walk around the villages in Catalonia, life was very quiet. Christmas, just for an example, was nothing.
yeah
Christmas was maybe Christmas Day, where the Catalans and Spanish
Yeah.
get together for a Christmas lunch.
very different.
And then it was Three Kings.
Mhm.
And that for me was fantastic because I hated all the media, all the build up to Christmas in the UK, which starts in September,
Yeah.
October. It's crazy. And it's commercial, it's very commercial. But over the last 20 years, with the introduction of the internet
Mhm.
and mobile phones
Yeah.
and smartphones, it's changed. Now we have Christmas in Catalonia in November. It
Yeah.
starts
Yeah.
with things in the shops. So it's amazing that once you start to see what's going on in the world,
Yeah.
you change.
Yeah.
You change.
Exactly.
So from being a child on an island
Mhm.
and having tranquility and having the perfect life, once you start to see what's happening in the world,
Mhm. Exactly.
you want to know more,
Yeah.
don't you? You want to be out there. So what city was it that you first went to? Would it be Madrid or
No, I think it was Barcelona.
Barcelona?
Yeah. I went there for an audition, actually,
Okay.
and it was only one day,
Yeah.
but I was so impressed because there were a lot of restaurants and bars and people everywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So was it an audition or an interview?
an audition for a movie.
For a movie?
Yeah,
Ah,
but they didn't call back.
they didn't call back.
No.
Well, that's their loss. That's their loss. So, what's important to you now these days?
That's a very good question.
I just got to say that Aurora is in college at the moment, and
Yeah,
you're probably around 20 years old. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
19.
19 years old. So, what's important to you?
Mm. I think right now, well, I don't think, I'm sure that the most important thing in my life right now is my family.
Okay.
And they have a lot of meaning in my life.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's other things important to me, but I think relationships with other humans, and especially if they are my loved ones,
Yes. Yeah.
it's something that I have always in my mind, and I am very how do you say cuidar?
With your heart?
No.
No. Your conscience or your
No. Sorry.
transduction?
I'm going to check. Well, I don't know, but like I take a lot of care of them.
Yes. Yes. Are you afraid of the future for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest fear.
In what way can you describe your feelings?
I'm lately like I'm being very aware that as I am growing up, my parents are also growing up,
Yeah.
and that's so scary for me because until now I have always seen them the same age, like
Yeah,
as if
yeah.
they didn't get old. But now I'm starting to see like they have gray hair, or they don't have the same energy as they used to.
No. Exactly. And that's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
Yeah.
Do you think the life on the island has changed?
I didn't understand that.
Do you think the life on your island has changed over the last 20 years? And does that affect their way of life?
Yeah. The thing is that we have a huge problem with tourists.
Yeah.
How do you say that? It's
Yeah.
okay, tourist.
Yep.
And nowadays the Iceland is more.
It's more of a holiday destination than
Yeah.
than a home.
See, it's more. It's not our anymore. Like the other day I was talking with my mom because for my career I think it's better for me to stay a little bit out of the Iceland for a while, but I have very clear that I want to live there someday and buy a house. And my mother said, you are going to struggle a lot to buy a house here because
Because it's the outsiders,
yeah,
it's the tourists that are making the
Yeah.
prices of the properties rise.
exactly.
And that's the same in many other areas.
Yeah,
And it is becoming a major problem.
yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest change in the Iceland. Even though obviously there's other changes, like as you said, social media and everything.
Yeah.
You start knowing more
Yeah.
from other places, and
Yeah.
you integrate that in your place. So it's like more comercio,
It's commercial.
more
Yeah.
commercial.
Yeah.
And yeah, but mm, that's the biggest problem.
Yeah. Now, I've always been involved in entertainment and been involved in radio for a long time as well. And I look forward to, well, I did look forward to hearing the news every day. And I would get my news from radio, I would get my news from television. Where do you get your news from? Because I think it's different.
Yeah, it's very different. I think I haven't seen news on the TV for like 10 years. And normally when get I get the news from social media.
So who's the new pope?
Yeah.
Who's the new pope?
Oh, sorry.
Who is the new pope?
Pope, what's that? Pope?
The head of the church?
Ah, yeah, it's Leon. Yeah, I actually saw that on the TV.
The first American.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it, but I actually saw it first on Instagram,
Right.
and then talking with my roommate, she told me let's put the news on the TV, and yeah,
Okay. So, do you agree with me that on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, that a lot of the things on there is false?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
And
course.
especially with AI these
Yeah.
days, anything can be generated.
Mhm.
Don't you think that's frightening?
No, I think that's terrible. But yeah, it's a problem and it's happening. With what I am studying, we work a lot with AI. But I'm not